what's up? Thanks for watching the V Bodybuilding Show, brought to you by Pro Subs. I'm V. This is Brad Hollinsworth. He's an NPC physique champion. It's not a matter if this guy turns pro, gets an IFBB pro card. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I still see this guy competed in the last couple shows. Got edged out by the Hulkster, Jerry Hallberg, right?
Yeah, really.
Unbelievable physique. Probably, I mean, your stage presentation, your posing, everything, man. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There's the trophy. We got the hardware here.
Right.
Pretty nice. We
Pretty
need to
big.
get you a little taller one.
Right? I mean, if you get it taller, it might be the same size as me, so can't get it too tall.
But you're going in July. It's the NPC 2014
USA Championships. They're going to be up in Vegas. They're going to be July 25th and 26th. But men's physique will be one day. It's Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So it's 9 a.m. pre-judging. We make the finals. That's at 5 p.m. Fingers crossed, I'll get my pro card that day.
Well,
so.
I think we're looking for him to get his pro card. Definitely look at him online. Facebook, what's your name on Facebook?
It's just under my regular name, Brad Hollinsworth on Facebook.
And we're hard to find on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, you gotta find me, it's 3up, except for it's the number 3, so it's THREE, and then the word up.
Well, 3 is my favorite number, so when I saw 3 up, and then I'm going through and I see Cincinnati. I was born in Cincinnati, and what is the 3 up though? What's that?
So the 3 up is just something in college that we used to do back when we were running track and field. We just always used to run 3 ups, and we just screamed it out. It was just kind of an inside joke, and I just kept with it, thinking like, hey, all my friends that I'm not still friends with, that they always want to find me, they can just look at this one inside joke, and they'll be like, 3 up, there he is. Yeah,
well, let's rewind a little bit, because we talked a little bit before the interview. I wanted to get to know you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you're a Cincinnati Bengal fan.
Who day? All the way. All the way.
We both know the Icky Shuffle well.
Oh, man, yeah.
And you played football, and then you got into college and track and field. And talk about, I mean, aren't you a collegiate champion?
Yeah, so I did football in high school, like you said. Good old Ohio. I love the great state of the OH. And then I actually, go figure, was too small to play D1 football, so I got into track and field. I'd done that through high school. University of Tennessee gave me a great scholarship opportunity. Got there my freshman year. We won indoor and outdoor in 2002. So I have big national championship rings from that.
Wow.
So I think that a part of just, you know, helping me in the sport today is learning discipline from what I got from doing track and field in college. So absolutely love it. I still love the University of Tennessee. It saddens me that they just lost in the tournament.
Right.
But you know, I just take it in stride, and I think that's what helps me today to accomplishing my future goals. So.
Definitely. And you talked about your midsection, which I mean, you have a great entire package. I know that you competed as a bandweight in men's bodybuilding, took second place.
Yep.
So you know you've proven that you can do that. But you've also more than proven yourself on the physique side, and well, the posing, it's a whole package. But you have like a 20-pack. It's not a 6-pack. It's not an 8-pack. Is it a 10-pack? What is that?
I feel like it's probably a 10-pack, and I would show the viewers, but I've been doing some off-season gaining, so I'd rather.
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
Right. So I'd rather keep my shirt on at this point.
And how much weight have you put on?
I put on 13 pounds.
13
so
pounds.
far.
The guy still looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
but
put on 13.
He doesn't have, you know, a million lines in his obliques right now, but he definitely has a 10-pack.
Right. So it looks good. I think that, like I said, I think college really helped me out. Just all the running we did and the twisting and the core workouts. So I continue to do those today for my training as well. I go out and actually run sprints probably twice a week rather than sitting on the treadmill. It's just something I love to do. I get outdoors. I love being outside. So it just kind of makes it all the full package. Just makes it fun to do. So
yeah. So outside of bodybuilding, outside of your job, we'll get to in a minute. You like being outside. You like hiking the local trails, right?
Right. Yeah. Local trails.
What's one of the best ones? The Camelback Mountain, but it's not Camelback Mountain anymore.
Right. It's Echo.
Yeah,
But I don't like to do that one a lot because there's so many people and parking still sucks.
So see, figures I picked the trendy place to go.
Right. It's like the most trendiest place here. I mean, it's good people watching trail. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I like Dreamy Draw. There's not a lot of people out there. There's a lot of different trailheads you can branch off.
51 there.
Yep. Right there off 51. So I like to do that one. And then I like to go to Lake Pleasant. I'm a big wakeboarder. I love to get out. I love to get in the water. You know, I'm not a great swimmer, but I love to get in the water and wakeboard, and I actually like to skate. So skating's always been a cool thing.
We were talking about that, except he's a street skater. I'm a longboard skater, so we can still hang out though.
Right. Oh yeah.
What you do is a little more dangerous.
Right.
I mean,
you know, still living on the edge.
Right. So you can do rail slide 50/50s and all that stuff.
Not so much anymore. I think that, you know, turning 30 kind of limits what I want to try anymore. But back in the good old 18-year-old days in college, I was trying rail slides like it was my job. Backflips off of mountains, didn't care.
Nice.
Didn't land any of them, so don't get your hopes up. That's why I'm not a professional skateboarder. But I tried.
Yeah.
So now I'm more or less just small little tricks here and there, trying to just keep the blood flowing.
It's fun, right?
I love it.
Just to have fun.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, you're pretty well-rounded, and now, I mean, as of tomorrow, you're going to be the general manager of NutriShop.
Yep. So taking over
congratulations on
Thank
that.
you so
I mean,
much.
so you're doing the marketing as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'll be in charge of that. You can check us out. I'll be stationed at the one in Paradise Valley. So that's right there at Tatum and Shea. If anybody wants to come in.
You have got a great shop. You got a lot of products in there that I like. The one product that I don't see in there is ProSups.
Yeah, that's very true.
What's going on? I think now that you're the GM and you're head of marketing, I think you have a little pull on that.
Right, yeah. Hey, you know what? I actually have a meeting with the owner today, and I would love to get some ProSups in there. I mean, I thank you guys so much for having me out for this interview. And like I said, I took the supplements yesterday. I did a chest workout.
Yeah, you tried to hide. Tried to hide yesterday. How was it?
Hide and Ritual were really good. I actually did try Hide and Ritual together. I stacked them on as one, and it was great. I had a great pump through my chest. I actually sat in the gym for about an hour. I like it. It's a good supplement. I think other people can take it and learn and do well with it. So, like I said, I'd love to see if we can work out a deal to get ProSups inside a NutriShop for sure.
Right.
So I'm in.
Nice.
I'll try.
That's good. That's good. So, any photo shoots coming up with you? I mean, you look like a bot, like you'd be a fitness model. And you're big smile on stage. And when I saw you at PT by Joe, I came down there on location to interview a few people, and that's when I met you.
Yeah.
And I just seen you, you're posing, and you got the smile and everything, and really concentrated in on it. And then I'm watching the show with my training partner, Sean Briston.
Right.
And we're watching the show, and he's like, "Man, how does he pose like that and keep that smile?" I'm like, actually, I was down watching the guy, and that's exactly how he looked during his posing practice.
That's my practice.
Yeah, man.
But now, for anybody watching this, please don't take my techniques. You go ahead and do your own posing. You stick to what you do best.
You're right.
Stick to mine. But yeah, I mean, I practice like that every time I pose. It's something that I think was, like I got second in the show last year, and I think that really was where I needed to work on and get
the posing,
better.
right?
So yeah.
Because you had the physique, you just didn't have the presentation.
So I think the posing really helped me out a lot. Now, like you said, it's off season, so I'm trying to gain a little bit more, kind of being a big, fuller package to the stage. And like I said, July Nationals, hopefully I'll get my pro card then. So fingers crossed.
Well, Brad's a smart guy. He in his first physique show, he took second to a guy that was posed at PT by Joe.
Yep.
So what does he do? He goes and hires PT by Joe for his posing, comes back the next year, gets 2 first place trophies.
Right.
Gets edged out by his teammate Jerry Hallberg, who to me, amazing physique. I mean, I'm not taking away from him. I think the guy is incredible, but he does look like a bodybuilder in board shorts. Huge guy. You seem more like the IFBB Pro, what they're going to look like on that national stage. Jerry might be too. I don't know.
Right.
I think he definitely has. I just think he could do a bodybuilding. I mean, he's got an amazing physique.
He's a big guy. He definitely has an amazing physique. I love him to death. Outside of just knowing him there, I know him personally. So we're always comparing ourselves to these big statues they give us, and hopefully I can just be the statue, and that's what they're looking for. So I look forward to the
chance. He doesn't do arms.
No. Which blows my mind. So if you guys ever get the chance to see Jerry, just look at his arms first, and then you'll be like, the guy doesn't do arms. It's phenomenal. So
yeah, we were talking before the interview, Brad and I, and I'm like, you know what he could do? Get his pro card as a men's physique, because he's that caliber guy. There's no doubt he's not a national pro level physique guy.
I agree with
and
that.
then he could move up into the bodybuilding.
Right.
So
Take
easy.
that one too.
You're going to get into there and you're just going to own the men's physique.
Okay.
And Matt Christianer is a good guy.
Yep, I'd like to get some programs with him. I know he's out in California, right now. So
also on the ProSubs team.
Yep. So
shout out to Matt Christianer
on the ProSubs team. So we'll see what happens. I'd love to get the chance to compete against him one day in the Olympia. See how that goes. That's my end goal.
I love that you have that visualization process now. Do you follow some of those Arnold Schwarzenegger techniques and thought processes? Because hearing you speak, it sounds like you do.
Hardcore, I love it. I mean, I would have to honestly admit Pumping Iron is one of my top 5 movies of all time.
Nice.
I mean, I literally watched it the day of the show. I've done it the last 2 shows. I've watched Pumping Iron before I came on stage.
I used to watch Vision Quest before my wrestling matches.
That's awesome, yeah. Vision Quest.
So now that I'm in men's bodybuilding, I watch Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm a fan. I read every article that I can about him. I think that it's very important to go back to the olden days to see what they did, because we have great supplements now that we can take. You know, we have better, you know, medical things and things of that nature, but the fact is, you know, they did it before they had all this, and they still had great physiques. So there's something that can be taught from the past to the future. So I like to go back. You know, Frank Zane, I think, had one of the best bodies of all time. And if there's men's physique today, I think Frank Zane might actually try to cross over to that. You know, he maybe might not. Maybe Frank Zane might see this and get upset with me. But I think he had one of the greatest figures of all time back in the day. So I love just looking back in the times. And then Generation Iron. I don't know if you've seen that.
Of course.
Right. So that's another great movie that I love to watch, and it just gets me really motivated and keeps me focused on the future. You know, my end goal isn't to get in this just to win one trophy, but it's to get in this to be a pro, and then from there to, you know, win the Olympia, to hold that up one day and just be like, this is what
I think you'd be a great ambassador to the sport. I've said that. I've had probably 100 interviews at least. I probably only said that by 3 different shows. So when I say that about you, I mean that because you're passionate and your energy.
Thank you.
And I talked about you have a lot balancing it. Are you gonna still do the personal training too on the side?
Yeah.
The GM, the marketing, the bodybuilding.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot to balance.
It's a lot. My days are pretty full.
But here's the thing. If you love something and you love what you do and you're living the dream, it's not that hard, is it?
No, not at all.
Because you're doing what you love.
Exactly. And that's something that I literally just found out within the last year, that if you truly do what you love to do, it's not work, but it's a life thing, and I truly love it. I love to help other people reach their fitness goals, and at the same time, I have my own personal goals, and if everybody shoots for their goals, then everybody's gonna be happy and smiling. Like, you know.
And what's the name of your personal training business?
So personal training is called Moonlight Fitness.
Okay.
So you can check it out. We have a Facebook page. It's Moonlight Fitness as well, or you can find it through my Facebook page. And so it's just personal training one-on-one, and I love doing it. I've been doing it for 9 years, certified. So I've got 2 certifications.
Is that what you went to college for?
Actually, funny story. I actually got a degree in economics and finance. So
dude, check out the big brain on Brad. And I'm not talking about Brad from Pulp Fiction, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the best Pulp Fiction. I love that movie.
Can I get a taste of that frosty beverage?
Right? That's probably top 10 movies.
It is, right?
Oh man, but
I do love the taste of a good burger.
I do. Oh man, I could eat a burger right now.
I was trying to have a cheat meal yesterday after this big shindig we had. And we ended up going to Pita Jungle to get chicken rice. That's not even a cheat meal.
That's definitely. Yeah. Well, I guess it's a cheat meal, but you didn't make it.
I didn't have to cook.
Right.
That's
so
right.
That's where the cheating is. You don't know what kind of stuff they use on it. So.
Well, let's talk about eating.
Okay.
Bringing that up,
yeah.
You and I both concur. I'll use the big word because he's got the big brain. We both agree that eating is the hardest part. I mean, the training, that's the fun part, right? But the eating every 2 hours and all that, how hard is that for you?
I'd say for being a smaller guy, like you said, eating every 2 hours is definitely a tough thing. It's definitely a task. I don't care if you love food or not. But the prepping, I agree. I think prepping is 80% of everything. Your diet.
Glad you said that because a lot of people say 50-50, and I'm like, I think the training is the fun part.
Right. Yeah. Training for me is just the joy of it.
Yeah.
But the food, the making the food, the eating the food, having to eat every 2 hours, especially now in the bulking phase. My foods are even bigger. I'm taking in about 5,000 calories a day. So it's tough. Tough.
It's called eating when it's time.
Yeah.
But eating when it's time versus eating when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Eating a burger when you're hungry, that's not hard at all.
That's easy.
But
yeah.
eating, tilapia with some asparagus when you're not hungry.
Right.
It's another story, right?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. The eating is the hardest part, but you love it. Like you said, it's not really a job. It's just something you love to do. So I take it with it. I take the eating as part of this is my job and take my job serious. And so
you do?
Eat away. Even though I'm full, you might catch me some days. I'm just but
the energy that you look like you have a good time. On stage, you look like you were having a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a blast.
And I was going to get you post-interview, and I think maybe something happened on stage. Tell everybody what happened on stage.
So, when it comes to the shows and you're trying to diet down and bring everything to your perfect package on stage, I ended up getting a little too dehydrated.
You're dry.
Super dry, cramped up on the right side of my abdomen, so that cramp kind of just took me down. Thank God for you, actually, right there backstage when I walked off, got me that fruit. Really helped to bring it back, but I just was cramping so hard, and I don't think I would be able to smile too much, so I wasn't able to do the post-interview. I wish I could have.
I know, I'm like, what's that guy's phone number? Joe's like, I'll set it up. I'm like, what's his number?
Right.
He's like, I'll set it up for you. Finally, give me your number. He's protective over his athletes.
I feel like I would have looked better, but hey, I'm here today. I feel more full, and I definitely don't have any cramping going on, so I'm happy about that. That's for sure.
That's right.
So yeah.
Well, I'm so so glad you came out to do the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm a
Very
big
humble.
fan. I don't know if it sounds kind of weird me saying that because I'm a bodybuilder, but I have the utmost respect for anybody that can get in the kind of condition and have just the physique that you have genetically.
Thank you.
And you know, really the midsection, you think from all that running?
I think
you
it's
think
just
that's what
from
it is?
years of running. That's what it all came down
And
to.
do you do a lot of abs or
I
not
don't,
really?
honestly, I don't
Me
do
neither.
any
Me
abs.
neither. You know, people think you have to do abs to have a great midsection, and I believe that abs are made in the kitchen.
Exactly.
And you know, the
80%.
more abs that I did, I had a coach that he said, you need thicker abs, you need more detail, you need this, and we did all this heavy ab work, and now, yeah, I have thicker abs, and I have more detail, more obliques, but I have to suck that in,
Right,
because
the
I have all
abs
that
gotta go
muscle in there
somewhere,
now,
yeah.
and if I could go back in time, I would not do that again. I would just keep the flat stomach
Exactly.
instead of building that out.
Yep.
Bad idea. Coach, you know who you are that told me to do that.
You know
Say
who
your
you
name.
Yeah, I agree. It's all in the kitchen. So for me, abs came from just running 10 years plus, and then now, like I said, I get out, I try to wakeboard, I try to still do sprints, but I'm really hardcore in my diet. So 80%, like I said, in the diet. So abs will come through as long as you continue to do what you do in the kitchen. So
That's right.
That's right. That's my philosophy for all you people that like to do abs. You keep knocking out abs. I'm not going to stop you
Yeah.
once again. If you're going to compete against me, do whatever works for you, all right?
I love
Don't
the
listen to me, right? Don't listen to me.
You exude confidence
Thank you.
here and now and on stage, and that's what makes part of what makes you great.
Thank you.
It really does. You're a great guy. I'm so happy you came on. Who do you want to throw a shout out to? I know you have probably a lot of people that support you.
Right.
You sacrifice not just for yourself, but everybody around
Exactly right. Yeah, I'd like to thank my girlfriend. Her name's Nikki. She's my personal chef. She's my motivator when I'm down. I don't want to do things. I'd like to thank Joe Valdez and PT by Joe. Like I said, I felt like I lost that show due to not having the right posing. Joe brought it in for me, did everything that I could. I'd like to thank NutriShop for sponsoring me. I greatly appreciate it. They've been great. And then I'd just like to thank everybody else, anybody and everybody that's been a part of my life these last year or two through my journey. Just thank you very much for sticking beside me, for keeping me humble, for just showing me that there's always an end goal to everything. So everybody that's been a part of this, just whether you worked out with me or you have sent me a motivational quote before, just thank you for that. Like, thank you so much. I wouldn't be here standing with this interview with you if it wasn't for all those other people. So I definitely like to thank the team around me that got me here. So.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Very well said. Well, pleasure having you on the
My
show.
pleasure. I'm very
NPC
humble.
champ. Brad Hollinsworth in the house at the Mecca Metroflex.
Yes.
Well, I definitely want to thank NutriShop for having you come on. Pro Subs, 6-pack bags, my oatmeal, and the Mecca Metroflex, and my daughter who's filming this right now, Jordan Hils.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
one.
watching.